Okay.
So hello, Penn Hill Cinemaniacs. I'm Paul. This is Jeremy, and we're here to talk about Terminator: Dark Fate. And I wanted to start off by going through. I think the best way to do it is to rank the Terminator movies.
Yeah.
I'm going worst to best,
Okay.
and obviously Terminator Salvation is the worst.
Yes. Agreed.
Agreed. All right. Then it gets hard though.
It does.
It gets
It
really
does.
hard. And as I watch this one, I'm like, wow, it's really, really hard.
So I think I'm hoping, I assume that we have the same bookends as to best and worst. It's kind of that middle chunk.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess I really got to get down to it now. Terminator Salvation is the worst. And as much as I hate to put it this low, Terminator 3 is next for me. I like Terminator 3 a lot.
Yeah.
So this is all very hard. Then after Terminator 3, that is not to say that this is a bad movie,
Yeah.
but I think this one is next because I, unlike a lot of people, really liked Terminator Genesis. As like a time travel guy, I thought that it made a lot of sense that they're going to keep trying and they're going to keep going further back. So for me, Terminator Genesis worked and gets points as being a good time travel movie.
Yep.
So it edges this one out just a little bit. Terminator 2 is next for me.
Really?
Don't get me wrong, Terminator 2 is the superior movie, but you don't have Terminator 2 without the Terminator. So
it's logical. It makes sense. I just couldn't do it.
You couldn't put it first?
No.
So how's the rest of your list go?
So I think that I have the same issues as you. Terminator Salvation, I like the least. The next three kind of get a little muddled for me. I really liked Genesis. I liked this movie. And I really liked 3 too. Yeah, I think the more that we talked about it before we just started doing this, I would probably put it as Terminator 3. And as much as I liked it, I think I liked it more because of the ending.
Oh, definitely. It's got a great movie ending.
Yeah.
You said like Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, like if you want to go super classy with it.
It's just got that nobody wins type of ending that you don't see very often. And not that I'm a big fan of people losing, but I just like the difference in endings for that one. But I think when you compare it like whole movie to the next two, I think the next two certainly edge it out though. I think I'm with you on this one. I would put this one next,
okay.
Dark Fate next, and then Genesis. I did like Genesis a lot. I don't know. I think that this is one, and I hope people are keeping count, one of the other few things that we actually agree on.
It's very close. It's weird.
But then I would put the original Terminator and then Terminator 2.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I think Terminator 2 was just...
It's a superb movie. It's a classic. It's got everything you could possibly want, but it doesn't exist without the Terminator. So the Terminator wins. And somebody was talking about the rating, and that was already something that I was gonna pay attention to going in. The last two were PG-13, and that did not go over well with the fans. This one is rated R. I was pretty convinced going in that wasn't going to be like a real R rating, that was going to be more to appease the people that were upset. I was a little bit wrong, I'm going to say. Like the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes get a little gory.
Yeah.
But in the middle, it's definitely mostly language.
Yeah.
And you got any input on that? Anything? I'm gonna say, is it an R-rated movie? Is it definitely an R-rated movie?
I think it's definitely an R-rated
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
and to that fact, I don't think it was an R-rated. It didn't seem or feel like it was an R-rated movie just to be an R-rated movie. Um, I think that they kind of went back to a little more of their, the original roots, and yeah, they had some more of the gore in there, and I mean, you're talking about the Terminator. How can you not?
He's a killing machine.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
that,
But
that,
I was trying to think about what made Judgment Day an R-rated movie, and I couldn't think of anything. I mean, it's been a couple years since I watched it, and it's obviously got to be at least a language issue and a slight nudity issue. I mean, they go back in time naked. That was a little bit of this one's issue too, though it was pretty tame.
yeah,
But
I mean,
no scene comes to mind from Terminator 2 where there's even like blood to me. I mean,
when he takes off his hand.
He takes off his hand. Yeah. I guess that kind of stuff.
I mean, I get it, it's not gory, but it's certainly not.
By,
But different times, different standards.
Yeah, it is very tame by today's standards.
Yes.
So,
but still the superior movie, if you ask me. But
I mean, yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. But it doesn't exist without the original.
So walking into this one, did it live up to your expectations?
I don't know that I had much in the way of expectations going in. I hoped that it would be okay, and it was slightly better than okay. It's definitely, it's worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of the franchise, or if you're just looking for something to do. Like you could do a lot worse.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. I think if you like the Terminator movies, even if you still weren't a big fan of Salvation, but you saw it because it was a Terminator movie, I don't think that you could go wrong with this one.
Yeah, if you watched Salvation,
if you made it through Salvation,
you need to come out and see this one. Yeah. It's a vast improvement.
Yeah, although I know that this isn't the movie that we saw or that we're talking about, but I'm still kind of surprised that Genesis is a little bit higher on both of our lists there.
I mean, I thought I was alone. It's nice that I'm not, because man, people hated on that movie.
Oh, they did. They did.
But again, I like a good time travel movie, and I thought that was very logical next step for your time travel premise movie. It was like, okay, it didn't work this time, so let's just go back a little bit further and try again.
So not to, as we always tried not to give anything away. This seemed like it was more of a sequel, a continuation from 2.
Yeah, definitely. That's straight in the marketing, I would think, too. I imagine everybody going into it should know that, but I'm going to immediately backtrack that, because there's lots of people that I'm sure definitely don't.
Yeah. So with that being said, we all know at the end of 2, the idea was to kill off Skynet and kind of prevent Judgment Day. Obviously, they made another Terminator movie, so that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And not to, like I said, not trying to give too much away, but if it's not Skynet, it's something else. But we don't know. They really didn't get into the history of that. So I have to say that I do feel a little empty. I don't need a whole big long backstory, but I think just something.
Yeah, it was very quick. What they did give you was very quick. Is it set up for is it hopefully the start of a new trilogy? Probably that's what somebody's hoping. Does that actually pan out? Who knows?
I mean, it's almost impossible not to open that door with every other Terminator movie has been able to come forward after everybody wins in the end, except for 3.
Except for 3. That's a great movie ending. And I put up there. Have you seen Crank?
Yes.
Do you like the ending of Crank?
Yes.
Oh, it's one of my all-time favorites.
Yes.
I love it so much. I'm not even a giant fan of The Devil's Rejects. It's too much for me. Have you seen The Devil's Rejects?
I have. It was a long time. I'm gonna say a long time ago, but yeah, it was a while ago at this point.
That's another one of my favorite movie endings too. Do you recall?
they all kind of bit it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
It's out in the desert on like this
Yeah.
highway. The cops are up ahead. They're all practically slaughtered already, and like Freebird starts playing.
That's
and
right.
I think they play the whole song too, so the scene goes on for like almost 9
They in the
minutes.
convertible.
Yeah.
The red.
Just getting
Yeah.
gunned to bits.
Got it. Yep. That's
You know,
right.
there's a sequel.
Yeah.
And apparently they made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we should.
But that may be for another
We
movie
should, yeah,
or
we should
for
be
another.
talking final thoughts on Terminator. Do you want to give it a number out of 10?
I would go. I think I would probably go 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I guess this
Yeah.
is another weird occasion where we agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, so check it out.
Okay.
Come see it.
As always, let us know what you think, and
Yeah.
you know, I'm kind of more interested. You know, I want to see what people think about this, but maybe even a little more interested to see if we have any other people on our bandwagon about Genesis.
Like Genesis?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't imagine. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, throw it down there if you like Genesis. So, yeah, thanks for watching.
All
See
right.
you next time.
See ya.
I got an intro now, like a little bit of an intro.
Do you?
I did one video by myself, and one person told me they liked it, so it's here to stay until 2 people tell me they hate it. I don't know.